Hello, welcome back to Let's Play. What's the word? Oh, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. Why do I have trouble remembering the names of games? Where's Shadowheart? There she is. Over with the other. It's like the Selûnite corner. I've said this before, haven't I?
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
I wanted to talk about our relationship.
Of course.
May I have a kiss?
Well, don't stand in ceremony. Come here.
Okay. No, that's a bad one. How are you faring?
Honestly, my heart's racing. The end's close. My parents are close. I just know it. Thank you. I'm not sure I would have ever made it this far without you.
Okay. No, we're not going to say we should travel separately from now on. She's one of the best people. I wonder, can I... Shadow... Let's see if I have any appropriate...
I've got a long road ahead.
Dyes. Swamp green dye is the only one I have? Really? Apparently so.
No time to dally.
You appear to have some dyes. Yellow dye. Orange dye. Oh, before I forget... Oh, we haven't done sleepy nut time yet, that's why. Okay. Anyway...
With haste.
Hey,
Just
Lazel.
thought of something.
Orin, Skvar! Burn away the shadows she hides in. Tear off her mask. And you'd reveal her for what she is. A shivering child.
Yep, probably right.
It is done. My faith is acknowledged. My destiny set in slate. Vlaakith's mercy is as rare as the disciple who earns it. My queen, my eternal regent. Through your eternal wisdom, I will be legend.
Nod quietly.
I have seen my future in the shimmering visage of my queen, heard it in her thundering voice. Orpheus will fall, and I will have my just rewards. Vlaakith Gork Shkatzai! Zai, Zai, Zai! O queen, you've heard my cries. Now, I heed your sacred mission.
I like the way they did your
First,
teeth.
we find a way to free Orpheus from his astral chains. Then, we cleave him from brain to belly. Chamar Salar Vlaakith!
Okay. Not going to fall... wait, there's somebody who wants to talk to me. Who is... It's Will.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin?
And then take everything they own out from them, if I remember correctly. Has a responsibility to people in need.
As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Mizora said you can say what led to your pact in exile. It's time I knew the whole truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
I've never heard
A
of that.
religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of goddesses, the dragon Tiamat. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
You were a
Your
pawn in the
head
blood.
tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Allow Will to share his memory with you.
In the looming shadow of the mound, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
Yeah, you were maneuvered.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
Yeah, okay. Brave choice and a frightening one. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans.
Yeah.
That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
She's one of those. There are demons that collect warlocks like trading cards. Took on 25 cultists on your own. Was a brave thing to do.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
Well, it was brave,
The moment
foolish.
I agreed,
I don't think
I
it's
burned
right.
with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye?
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world or the depths of the lower dark and still never shake her.
What about your father?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did.
Okay. We need to... Where is it? We need to get some sleep. So we can talk to Raphael.
I brought my own paring knife.
Yep, you did. Where? Oh, into the day. Okay. Concentration broken. Where are... Where are the... There's Will. Where are the bedrolls? Are they still over here? Oh, they're on the hay bales instead of around the fire. I get it. Okay, cool. Wonder that I hadn't noticed this before. That's a lot of potatoes and alcohol. Oh no.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome.
Yours is kind of. I just want dreamless sleep for
I apologize. I didn't mean to burden you with my woes. You have enough to worry about.
As your eyes blink shut, you fall into the deepest slumber of your life.
Oh, that's
a quietness
even worse.
So vast it feels almost like death.
And now we go to Kiara's turn.
How did you? Oh, forgive me. It's rebellion. Once those orders are complete, there is...
You feel the Emperor's fear as if...
Beautiful. Come. Your company isn't...
The animation was very
unwelcome.
weird there. You expected you to be more on
You
guard.
are correct. I should be. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else.
Someone from your past.
Indeed. Duke Stelmane. Or as I knew her, Belin, when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you.
Was it more... How so? Was it more intimate?
In a way. But not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner. Back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone.
If I didn't know you were a mind flayer, I'd say you were upset.
Astute as ever. You think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing.
Yes.
Belin thought the same at first. You are wrong. Feeling is vital to the pursuit of anyone's goals. Even the mind flayers. Like you, mind flayers know fear. Like you, we crave recognition. But unlike you, unlike the others of my kind, I am no slave to either. My end is and always has been freedom. Belin understood this. Belin became my freedom.
That was insightful.
I am glad you were able to learn something. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus.
Okay. Interesting. The animations are a little bit out of sync. Okay. We are going to leave camp. As everybody walks off to their particular areas.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let any... I can't hear you.
Okay, pop in.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Sharess's Caress is a professional.
Okay, let us deal with this person. The Cambion.
Sharess's Caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing.
Is that... No, those are petals.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
What is that? What are you doing?
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Oh. Did you just cure me of the tadpole with a snap of your fingers?
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy.
Oh.
The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I trust the Illithid more than I speak clever. Tell me why you brought me here.
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
Ah, the astral prism.
In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
And why would I want to free him?
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain.
The Emperor is the only reason I'm alive.
No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
Which would see us. Okay. And how do I free Orpheus?
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Seems very convenient. You have exactly what I need.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
And what is that?
There it is. Of course.
What are you hoping to get out of all this?
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin, too.
You remind me...
And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Oh. I'm not exactly... It's not the actor I'm thinking of. Played Lovejoy. Played the Snow Leopard from Kung Fu Panda. Played the guy that runs the hotel in John Wick. I can't remember his name. This person reminds me of him when he's playing somebody sinister. It'd be insane to give such a powerful artifact to a devil.
Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul.
What exactly is the crown?
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization.
Wait, you're telling me
the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings.
So like Zariel.
The screams. Oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
Oh, what's his name? Give me a moment. I'm going to check some names over here real quick. Everything's going to go quiet, so I'm going to keep talking a little bit, because anytime I click out, things go quiet. D&D... My brain is blanking on all the names except for Mephistopheles. There's Levistus. Zariel, yeah. Dispater. Mammon, yep. Belial, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Glasia, yep. Asmodeus. Yeah, Asmodeus and Mephistopheles. I kind of doubt, Raphael, that you're on that scale in terms of plotting. Good ambition, I guess. What makes you think you'd succeed in using the crown where Karsus couldn't?
I am no mortal, and I do not fail.
If you don't fail, how come you didn't get a hold of the crown way back when?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece.
I hate to say this,
but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
I hate to say this, but Mephistopheles is wiser than you or the Chosen. Must really annoy you that some mortals managed to steal the crown when you couldn't.
Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head.
A devil in your soul.
Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor.
Assuming Orpheus
But there's no
collaborated.
guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side.
Correct.
And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
No. The overall goal of the Devils as a culture is to contain and contain if must, but destroy if possible the demons. They believe themselves. This is the lie they tell themselves. They are the only ones capable of containing the abyss. All the thing about collecting souls is a recruitment drive. It's like that guy in the military recruiter's office on the strip mall telling you all sorts of lies about what the military service will be. Granted, I never had that, just heard that from other people. I guess it depends on the recruiter you run across. I guess some of them are fairly honest, but anyway, yeah. All the thing about the Devils taking souls is to have more foot soldiers against the demons, basically. And the demons are the Abyss. The Abyss is like one of the ploys of, I can't remember, it's called the Chained Oblivion in Critical Role, but it has a proper name in it's a proper name in Critical Role lore, but the Chained Oblivion is based off of the entity, rather. Is based off of, let's go down to look at trivia. Thrythlind. Yeah, Thrythlind. That's the Abyss started Thrythlind. The Abyss started the elemental evils that's behind the Temple of Elemental Evil. Thrythlind is behind so many things because Thrythlind thinks the universe is a mistake and wants to destroy it. Yeah. And the Abyss is basically, it's a spreading metaphysical plague that absorbs worlds into itself. That's why it's infinite. The Hells are also infinite, even though they're said there'll only be 9 of them. Each of the 9 is infinite. But yeah, devils and demons mostly hate each other. No deal. I'm leaving.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
Okay, it is 30 minutes in. He just kicked us out. And we're gonna wait things to settle.
Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
That was the autosave, that's why I was having troubles. Okay, we're gonna hit save. And that'll be it for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and process these videos and get them set up to go live tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, Father, give me